Welcome back to the shop. It's Sunday, December 31st, 2017.
Hello, everybody.
Happy New Year, everyone. You got a mess to clean up.
That's okay. It's worth it.
Alrighty, let's see where we're at. Let's talk a little bit about who all was here this past weekend. Now, as you know, we skipped last week's show because it was Christmas, and we thought we'd catch you up with who was all here. Everybody was here, so we had a great time, didn't we? Everybody showed up.
Yes, everybody was here.
We actually had 3 special guests come into town to spend Christmas with us. Eric, Martha, and the Minion, Damien, come and spent the holiday with us, and we'd like to say thank you so much. We appreciate you coming and spending Christmas with us. We had a great time. Other than that, pretty much everybody showed up, so I think everybody had a good time. I think everybody had a good Christmas.
Good food.
Yeah, good food, really good food. Alrighty, so let's talk a little bit about what's been going on in the shop here. Alright, this week in the shop, we celebrated Christmas and had a great time. Of course, y'all know that because all of y'all were here. So let's talk a little bit about what we did. Christmas Eve, we had prime rib and tamales. The tamales were, gosh.
Tamales were
awesome.
excellent.
Really, really good. That's something we probably need to have at least once a month. Those were really good. We would appreciate it, Martha, all the hard work. We got lots of great gifts. I had a lot of great stuff.
Fantastic.
Yeah, got some gift cards. I'm going to give me my new Lincoln Viking 3350 welding helmet. I haven't ordered it yet. The only reason it hasn't is because Mama wants some stuff, and I think you sent me the email addresses, and I put them in the shopping cart, but before I order everything, she's got to make sure that's what she wants. I hope to get that done maybe tonight or tomorrow, early tomorrow, and we'll get that sent off, and I'll get my my new welding helmet in here, and I'll be able to start doing some welding. Again, I'm really looking forward to that. Everything I've read said this helmet's really good for old guys like me whose vision is fading, and I'm going to get those cheater lenses that go in the side and give me go inside the helmet on the little visor, and it'll help me see a little bit better. I think I'm going to get a 1.5, which is magnification of 1.5, so that should help me see, so I'm looking forward to that. Let's see what else. Talked about that. The big announcement, the huge announcement.
Huge!
What's the huge announcement?
We are getting a new daughter-in-law.
Exactly right. Jay and Tangi, of course, y'all were here, announced their engagement. We're absolutely excited about it. It's going to be a while. I'm not going to announce the date because I'm going to make sure they have it all out and everything's in cement, and we know that it's going to happen. But really excited about that. That was the big news. That's the best gift, gosh, all year. It's probably the highlight of the whole year. So we're really looking forward to that. Alrighty, and what else we do? We didn't do a whole lot else really.
No.
We kind of got ready for Christmas, celebrated Christmas, and then the big announcement with Jay and Tangi. And then yesterday and the day before, me and Mom did a lot of sawmill work.
Yep.
We took this big old log that sat right here. Y'all know where it was, just as you made the turn around the corner to go over to the yellow house where the trash can set. We took that big old log, we took and milled it up into some boards. We're going to use it for planking on the I guess we're going to call it a sloughing shed for the horses. Reebok dropped their horses off, and they're going to spend some time with us, and we're going to build a little bit of shed if we can get to it. We milled up some posts for that. I milled up 8 posts, 6x6 posts. And then we took those 2 big logs that sit kind of right behind the mill, between the mill and the electric box, and we milled those up.
Yep, we did.
That was yesterday. We did that. Got a lot of boards out of that. Went really smooth. I think it was a real good milling job.
What did we get, 30, 35 boards?
30, 35 boards out of that. So we got enough to do the back side of the barn, and we got to do the 2 ends, but we got plenty of logs for that. And that was really about what we got accomplished this week in the shop. All right, so let's move on.
Clean up.
That's perennial anymore. Projects completed, as expected, absolutely nothing. We didn't get anything done because we're not expecting to get anything done. I don't think we're really going to start working on some projects until when, Red?
After the first of the year, at least.
After the first of the year, so which is tomorrow.
Tomorrow,
so
yeah.
We'll probably start working on some projects sometime this week coming up. But as we expected and as we planned, we really haven't done or completed any projects. As we get back into that, we're going to take you on a ride with us when we do some projects and stuff. So it should be a lot more videos coming out in the first part of next year. But we'll talk more about that in a second. All right. Let's move on to talk about shows and markets. Absolutely no plans for any shows or markets until March of 2018, which is only 3 short months away. That's going to be on us pretty quick. And we've got a lot of new things that we want to do that we're going to talk about here in just a few minutes, but really looking forward to getting up there to the Market 400 in Atlanta, spending some time with Michael and Emily, doing that 3-day show once a month, and hopefully having a good time, meet some good people.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to that. Beyond that, the big show that we're going to do is we're going to be getting ready for Jay and Tangie's wedding. We got some things. I think they talked about some of the things they want us to make for them right now, and I'm not going to release any of that until, again, it's all in concrete and firm and we know what we're going to do. But we're going to probably take you on a ride. I'm thinking, kind of as we were talking about that, I think we're going to video pretty much everything we build for those. And we're not only going to have that released for video for y'all to take a look at, but I think we're going to try to make something for Jay and Tangie so they can look back at this period of when they got ready to get married and the projects we did and the projects we completed. I think that'll be a good idea.
Yeah, the fun.
Yeah, and it'll be a nice little wedding gift for them that we're going to let them know up front about. So I think we're going to be planning to do that. So look forward to watching some of those projects with us and watch us build the projects and develop the ideas. I think it'll be
new ideas that we haven't done.
Yeah, there'll be things that we haven't done before. There's been some old projects that we bring up and that we kind of redo. I think pins are going to play a big part of it. I think my old trays are going to play a part of it. I think if you remember, we released a video building a cake box that Mama's friend had done a wedding. And we built a box for her to actually set the wedding cake on.
It wasn't a wedding though. I think it was a birthday party or something.
We built a box. I think we're going to be building some of those. We're going to revisit it, that and revisit some of our older projects. But we're really looking forward to some new things, and we'd like to invite y'all to hang along and kind of tag with us on that and kind of watch us build this project and hopefully create Jay and Tangie's wedding.
Yes.
All right. So let's move on to upcoming for Two Dogs. Now there's a lot coming up. I alluded to some of it in that last little segment talking about shows and markets, but let's talk a little bit more about what we're going to be doing. Alrighty, I have to build some standards for Rhiannon's friend up in North Carolina because of course she's moving from there to Florida, and she had standards, which I think that's what you call those things, the horse and jump over. I'm going to call them horse jumps.
Yeah.
They're going to be 4x4 posts with 4 little legs on it, and then you put 2 of them and you hang a bar between it, and then the horse hopefully jumps over it. Now, Rhiannon, of course, you boys, you remember, gosh, I don't know, 10 years ago, we built Reebok a bunch of those right here in the shop behind where Mama's standing now, right behind the camera. Built a bunch of those. Well, she took those to North Carolina with her. I think the lady up there kind of wanted some. I've got a ton of pine. We've got the experience. We've got the ability. So we're going to make some standards for her friend. Now, Reebok, if you watched the video, let me know in the comments below. Text me. Let me know how many of those standards I need to make. I'd like to get started on them this week or next week so you have them for your friend. So that's one of our upcoming projects we got to do. Then what we're going to do is we're going to start making things or getting things ready for Jay and Tangie's wedding like we talked about before. And we're going to start turning pins. Now, if you remember this, Michael, this is one of our better pins we turned. That was after we had learned and practiced on these legacy pins that we got from Amazon. Now, this has been a nice pin. It's held up well for me. I use it every day at work, but it's not the quality, it's not the heft that we want. So we're going to start going with these ones from Penn State, different varieties, even some slimline. So pin turning, as you can see, the lathe behind me, we've got most of the stuff off it. So we're going to start turning probably in the next couple of weeks. I'll get my turning skills back up. Then I'm going to turn a couple of these leftover, less expensive legacy pin kits. I'm going to get those turned and make sure that I got my skills back up. And then we're going to start turning some better quality pins. I'm looking forward to that. I think those will go over well.
I think they will.
I think they'll go over great as gifts for friends. I think they'll go over great at the market up in Atlanta. And that they're just fun to do, and it's a project that you can kind of do quickly and have something tangible. So we look forward to that. We're going to start making cutting boards. Now, Daniel fixed us up with some really pretty red maple, gosh, about 4 months ago. We're going to get that milled up out here that we got in the yard. We've got 2 huge logs from over at his house we got to pick up. And we're going to start using that, some of the mahogany, some of the
I wish.
some of the black walnut that we've got. and then some of the maybe the oaks that we've got, and start making cutting boards. I think those will do really well.
I think they will
again,
too.
As gifts end up at the market. So that's going to be up on our schedule. Now, one of the big things, and Mama and I talked about this yesterday, is I think we're going to start, because of her suggestion, is moving not away from cedar tables, but adding to cedar tables. Start doing oak tables, start doing black walnut tables. And heck, if we can magically turn it into mahogany, we'll make mahogany tables. But we're going to start making tables. We're going to start making a wide variety of tables. So watch for that in this upcoming year. Then let's see, what else we're going to do. I think that was it. I think that's our big plans right now. So I think that's pretty much it for what's upcoming. This is going to be an evolving process. And again, we'd like to take you along for a ride on that. Alrighty, well, I think that about covers it. That's all the big excitement. It's New Year's Eve. We're going over to Daniel Kimmy's in the Butterbean here in just a few minutes. As soon as we get done with this video, we're going to get cleaned up and head over there. Tomorrow's the big January 1st Low Country Boil. 16 pounds of crab legs. I think 6 or 8 pounds of shrimp. We got new potatoes, we've got corn, we've got collards, we got it all. So tomorrow's going to be a big day. I'm hoping to release this video first thing in the morning so y'all can see that. And then maybe shoot some video of the boil to have for next week's show. But other than that, I think that pretty much covers everything.
Covers everything. I'm looking forward to the collards. I got to get them started.
All right, and as always, we'd like to thank you for watching the video. And remember, we'd love to see you back in the shop. Welcome back to the shop. It's Welcome back to the shop. It's December 1st.